Hello tacticians, if you are looking for a walkthrough of the latest campaign event where you have to take the Sisters of Battle and the Black Templar up against the might of the Death Guard, you are in the right place. As always, thank you to everyone who supports the channel, whether it's by hitting that subscribe button below or use my friend code, as it really does help me out. So yes, we have to use these three characters, but fear not, if you don't have them, they will loan you one, although when it comes to the extremists, obviously you won't be loaned there. And quite why it's only the Sisters of Battle and Black Templar, I can't really say. They're not exactly my geared up troops. Maybe that is the reason in itself. So let's see what we can do. They are the grind of rotted bone, crushed beneath trudging yet tireless feet. They are the wet rattle of pestilent breath, the shriek of rusted gears chewing meat. Ew. The hurricane drone of all the wings, of all the flies that have ever hatched. They are the relentless swing of the Reaper's scythe. They are the Death Guard. And they are doom. The Death Guard advance amidst rolling smog banks of spore-thick fumes and whirling flies, blessed by the plague god Nurgle, commanded by their demon Primarch Mortarion. These mutated warriors are incredibly resilient and unleash the grim powers of alchemy, sorcery, and supernatural contagion to wither and ruin their foes. The Plague Fleet. Many Death Guard warbands set out aboard squadrons of plague ships to spread Nurgle's gifts, yes, they call them gifts, across the stars. They let the warp's currents carry them wherever the plague god wills, emerging from the Empyrean and looking with grim delight upon whatever worlds their patron deity has laid at their feet for conquest. Some plague ships are ancient crafts that have withstood millennia in service to Mortarion's sons, miserable with battle scars, disease, mutations, and malevolent warp taint. Others are more recent additions to the Plague Fleet, seeds from enemies, infused with the blessings of Nurgle. Some are even gargantuan space hulks plucked from the tides of the warp and pressed into service. Sororitas, we must destroy this space hulk abomination before it endangers the cardinal worlds of this system. If you wish to recover your relics, you must do so before the space hulk is destroyed. We cannot wait. Understood. The Emperor is with us. The signal we believe is coming from the relic site is strong. We shall not fail. This place is evil, a place of horrors. Its destruction will be a holy act in the God Emperor's name. Hundreds of ships crushed together and corrupted by the warp. It will be infested with monsters and heretics. Good. I shall burn them all. So we start off with our trio of heroes who are quite happy to, well, purify everything with the flame of retribution. And if you have these characters, it's going to be a simple couple of first turns. Heretic filth. Death is too good for them. They are ravaged by taint and disease. So, plague. Repeat, we cannot... More heretics! And here we are at the beginning of the Space Hulk, where the way you open the door is basically move someone forward, and they open the door. Fairly simple, really. Move forward, and, well, Vindicta loves roasting people, so do just that. And Roswither can finish the last one. More of them. Not just a rabble, they were organised? Be alert, there is more to this than appears. It cannot be. Heretic Astartes, Plague Marines, Emperor be with us. Death to the false Emperor, decay to the false Imperium. Purge them all. Yeah, my voice acting may not be great, but hey, let's go with it. And let's start by doing just that, roasty. Now we can't get to the door, so we'll just start going around. Now I don't know at this point if the enemy can open the door, so we're just going to step on the fire hexes. Doesn't look like they can open the door, so let's put Roswither on the hatchway. We've got 3 more turns and a bunch of enemies in there, which hopefully won't be able to get to us. Or if they can, won't be able to do much damage. So let's start by killing off those plague marines. We can't do any more. These doors I am envisaging will become a pain. Praise the Emperor. Thank you for blessing us with your strength. This is Canoness Roswitha Esther. To all Imperial forces in the Space Hulk, we have encountered heretic Astartes. Be warned. Well, I have to admit, I kind of like this setup. It looks as though, the plague is spreading through the corridors. And, well, I guess it kind of gives a sense of urgency that you need to get this done. Yipes. Let's move back. That was probably a mistake. What if we do that? Really? We kind of need... Okay, we're good. Let's see. Well, I know what's through here. I've tried this level before, and there's one last Plague Marine. So let's get down here. Now, we could use the Thunderous Assault, but I think this turn we'll just use the normal attack. And this turn we'll use the Thunderous Assault to push him back. Oh, and kill him off. Embittered and malevolent beyond the mortal capacity to hate, Mortarion is a supernatural entity of unimaginable malice. Wherever he is summoned forth into real space, he unleashes suffering on an apocalyptic scale. Cloaked and cowled, wreathed in a miasmal decay, and wielding a colossal scythe, he truly is the Death Lord of humanity's deepest fears. So, not someone you want round for dinner then. Malignant might. Even when being caught in endless loathing and grievance, Mortarion still possesses strategic wisdom garnered from a millennia of warfare, the singular intellect of a Primarch and the supernatural insights of a true Demon Lord. Where Mortarion commands, few beings in the entire galaxy can counter his spitefully brilliant battle plans. Fewer still can battle with the Death Lord in person and long survive. More bar our path, I shall clear them with holy flame. We've smoked them before. We shall do so again. So my character of choice to bring in is always Sword Brother Godswill. His ability to move and hit twice is very good, but there's certainly arguments for other of the Black Templar too. And if you have Celestine, probably her as well, because those cherubs are probably quite useful. Let's just move forward with Isabella. We should be able to survive one turn. And here we go. Great reason why Sword Brothers Godswill is so good. And of course, if Vindicta was to light that up, well, you'd have nowhere to walk next turn. So, multiple reasons. And it's the same issue here. We don't really want to be setting this on fire as we need to get around to this door. Let's see if we can kill him off. Excellent. And punch this one in the face? Well, let's do it with a big hammer instead. Can't quite get there, so let's open up the door and say yipes. But we can target this one with fire, so we shall. Now I think this might be absolutely perfect time to roast and cleanse with holy fire. Victory, praise be. Do not underestimate them, Celestian. Their pox touch is evident everywhere. This is the most corrupt vessel I've ever seen. Battle Sisters, in the name of the throne, do you hear me? Yes, we can hear you again. We have encountered heretic Astartes' Death Guard. As have we. They infect this space hulk like a virus. More come, for the God Emperor! So I'm going to start this by opening up this door to see what's down here. We'll move up here with Vindicta, and we'll just burn this one. Attack here, and well, let's give him a bit of a poke. So let's carry on, and we'll mop these two up with Vindicta, like so. And we'll use the Thunderous Assault and heal up. So one turn left. Let's give him a bit of a poke with Rol's Wither. And hopefully, there we go, finish him off. Their numbers seem without end. The God Emperor has granted us the opportunity to purge a great many of his foes. My gratitude is boundless. Okay, Vindicta, calm down. Plague and infection seem to have seeped into the vessel itself. The corruption is palpable here. It makes me sick.
As I would have hoped, little daughter of the false emperor. This is our domain. This vessel carcass is ours to infect.
So here I'm sending Vindicta down the bottom as she reveals these two, and before we attack there, we're going to attack up here and open the door at the same time. Rolls Wither will stay with them. Then we will give these two a nice little welcome barbecue. I think Vindicta's got those covered, so we'll move Isabella up. Finish that one off. With them at the bottom done, we've got three at the top we do need to kill very quickly indeed. So we've got a choice of things to do, and I think the best thing to do will be to knock this guy out of the way, and preferably kill him, and get into the doorway, as this will allow us to shoot through. Let's move around. And get into a better position. And carry on trying to kill Maladus here. Nicely done there. And we'll issue a nice little thing to make sure we're shielded. So let's swap places. We should kill him off just in time.
Grandfather, receive me.
A blight, Lord Terminator? The rot runs even deeper than I thought. It fell easily enough to sacred purifying flame. If there are more, we will kill them just the same. Oh, are you a poet there, Vindicta? The Emperor is with us, but he expects us to use the wit, faith, and skill he has blessed us with. Remain vigilant. This is far from over. The Plague God's Legion. The Death Guard, one of the traitor legions that turned against the Imperium during the Horus Heresy. They have fought the long war against the armies of the Emperor's realm ever since, fueled by bitterness and corrupted utterly in body and soul by the repulsive gifts of the Plague God Nurgle. They are amongst the greatest threats faced by the Imperium of mankind. Squads of Plague Marines serve as the septic heart of almost all Death Guard armies. Mortarian's redoubtable, adaptable, highly trained infantry are imbued with the supernatural blessings of Nurgle. They are unstoppable on the advance and immovable in defence. World and beast. Ah! Sister, answer me. In the name of the Emperor, I order you to answer. They are lost, Canoness. They are now with the God Emperor. And we will be too if we do not slay what has appeared before us. And what's appeared before them but Nurglings? Now, these little guys are both disgusting and somehow cute at the same time. But let's see what we can do. We can't actually attack these, so let's just move Brother Bashard forward and roast these in the holy fire. Did you see that splat? Ew! Right, let's send him through and attack here. Oh, that is absolutely gross. And I got to admit, I love it a bit too much. Now, the fire should take care of this lot this turn, so let's just move forward and use the Fragstorm grenade launcher to splat a load of these. Coughs 7 times. One of the best things that came out of the Death Guard campaign was when Corodius rang his bell 7 times, 7 being the number of Nurgle, and now the sister is indeed coughing 7 times too. Not a good sign for her. God Emperor, grant thine blessings to my engines. Whew, okay, you're going to have a lot of faith for that to work. Nothing is working. The corruption, foulness here disrupts my remedies. All I can grant is the Emperor's mercy. Be at peace, brave sister. And she kills the battle sister. That's how the Imperials work. If you ever thought they were the good guys, well, there you go. The Death Guard have summoned demons to fight beside them. There is no depravity they will not sink to. Emperor, lend us your light. Make my faith your blade. Make my body a vessel for your wrath. I don't think Vindicta has any chill in her whatsoever, which I suppose isn't surprising when you're carrying the world's largest flamer. Let's go up here and kill this one. And we'll just do a fighting retreat from these guys. Let's open the door, see these. Vindicta should be able to roast all these, along with Roswither's help. Now we need Vindicta back to the top. Again, roasting away. And you know what? Isabella can even get a kill in. And we'll now be able to use the active ability, and then her normal attack, I was going to say, to finish them off. And 2 mysterious routes to take. So let's choose one with Isabella into a bunch of Nurgling. So this one is going to be absolutely perfect for Vindicta. And let's open this one with Roswither for 1, which is perfect for Sword Brother Godswill. Almost, anyway. Roasty toasty. Never mind, let's open up this one again and kill. And move up and heal. And I think we'll get a foothold in here. Vindicta can finish these 2 off. And let's make sure... hit the one at the bottom. Didn't want that, I wanted to make sure the top one died. Oh well. Let's make the best of this. Okay, how we send Roswither here and focus on this fella. We then got everyone to concentrate on him next turn. Nice. And it looks like we have the same again. So we'll do something similar. Let's put Roswither here. And, ooh, interesting. And let's put Isabella here. Okay, so we want Vindicta in the bottom one to kill off the Nurglings, and Sword Brother Godswill is, well, going to have fun down here, I think. Splatting everything. We haven't got range, unfortunately, so we'll let them come to us. Let's burn. This is unfortunate. Okay, let's see if we can use our Thunderous Assault here. That'll kill him off nicely. And we really want to move away with Vindicta, as we want to burn everyone. So we'll do that, I think. And heal. Now, the Nurglings can't get too close. Swordbrother Godswill can take those. And, well, let's use our active ability and her normal attack. These bodies thrown. What were they? These were once human. They are corrupted beyond all recognition. Yes, sister, I have seen this before. The Death Guard are not just vectors of warp-borne disease and decay. They are also debased breeders and experimenters. These must be the results of their sick work. Throne! Curse the heretic Astartes.
I see you found my pets.
Foul heretic, we'll send you back to the disgusting abyss from which you crawled. What you did.
It was necessary, little sisters. I have learned much from their sacrifice and furthered the cause of beautiful decay. I wonder, what might the products of my grandfather-given genius do to you, little upstarts? What might I glean from your agonizing deaths?
Well, I admit that creepy voice even creeped myself out a little bit. But let's start with killing these guys. Lovely Nurglings popping up. We're going to have to swap places between Swordbrother Godswell and Vindicta. She'll be able to clear these two out nicely. And I don't really want to be on the ice, but I then again don't really want to be further in. So maybe if I just put Isabella here and heal. Clears that out nicely. And probably kill those two. Nice. Can we kill him off? Nice. So it's just him. Now, we need to watch out for Pestillion as he will explode. So we really don't want Swordbrother Godswill next to him when he dies. Having said that, we do need to make sure that he's in a position where we can kill him. So I think we just hit him normally with everything we've got. Oh, okay, we survived. That's good.
Fascinating.
Disgusting creature! Thank the God Emperor he is no more. Praise the throne. You fought bravely, sisters. The battle is just beginning, sisters. That vile specimen's work lives on. We must destroy it all. The Emperor demands it. Nurgle is the chaos god of plagues, the patron deity of disease, despair, and to some mortals at least, cyclical life, death and rebirth. His worshippers most commonly depict him as a mountainous hulk of rancid fat and buboes, head crowned by rotting antlers, forever hunched over his cauldron of infinite poxes. There are many ways to worship Nurgle, the brewing of virulent plagues, the foul perversion of the surgeon's craft, sharing the abundance of unfettered sickness with the armies of foes. The champions of the Death Guard practice these and many other expressions of the Plague Lord's faith, each vying to outdo the others in virulence. The battle is just beginning, sisters. Our casualties are mounting. I've lost contact with several squads of our battle sisters. Emperor, rest their brave souls. It gets worse. Word is coming from the planets. Diseases are spreading rapidly. It's no coincidence. Canoness Esther, how fare you? progress is hard. The Death Guard's ways are treacherous, and their numbers are great. As we have found, our advance is slowing, but we remain sure and steadfast. The God Emperor is with us. Battle comes. May the Emperor guide your aim and blade. And so starts mission 12 with the uncommon rarity. So let's open it up with Isabella, and look, we got some lovely plague poxwalkers, that's what they're called. And let's carry on killing through. Oh, and even more. What have I done to deserve this? Let's heal up Roswither. Got 3 turns to clear this lot out. Hopefully it won't be that much of an issue. If we go through first, as we want all these to bunch up, or not as the case may be, but I think they're bunched enough. There you go. Probably should have used the active ability just to be safe. Poxwalkers. So we're going to start by opening this door. More poxwalkers. Lovely. Okay. So we'll be able to put, Sword Brother Godswill here and kill this one off and move up. These are all going to bunch round. And we've got 1 turn to kill them all. Wasn't really keeping track on the time we needed. What if we do something like this? That worked. 13B is the next challenge mission, and you absolutely have to make sure that the Poxwalkers die. Then just attack normally. Roswither can go up and kill 1, and Isabella kills the other. Now, we're not too worried about this at the moment, so we'll just burn them normally. And attack. And we'll shoot these Nurglings. Oh, that's for 15 health. Okay, we'll still use the Thunderous Assault on this one, as we really do want to make sure that he dies. Let's finish him, go in and kill him. So far, so good. What's not so good is this side. So we'll step back, and step back, and then we'll use our active. Blast. Should have saved that, but never mind. And heal up. And then with everyone's combined assault, we should be able to finish off this last one. Demons of Nurgle. Reality rings like a struck bell as it rebels against the sheer wrongness of Nurgle's demons. When they are summoned from the depths of the Empyrean to fight by the side of the Plague God's chosen legion, the veil of reality splits like the belly of a bloated corpse, spilling forth these befouling entities. Slouching and capering, squirming and lumbering, these rot-bringing abominations are death to all who face them. Such malevolent entities spread warp taint by their mere presence and can reduce enemy hosts to bubbling slop in minutes. Lovely. And let's continue. Oh my word, there's lots in there. We can shoot these 2 with Brother Bashard. He can shoot things that are adjacent. And as we know, the Poxwalkers are nothing less than lethal. So how do we protect ourselves against all of these? Well, I don't know. Let's just move up with 1. Is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. Now, we'll use the Thunderous Assault, as that should push us further in and kill both, which will allow us to move up with Vindicta and use her active and normal attack to do even more damage. Now, the problem is we don't want Isabella in there, so we'll heal herself up and we'll move up with the other 2. carry on murdering these vile beasts. Can get a pot shot in there, not quite killing him. So what we'll do, we'll just throw some holy fire on him this turn. Isabella nearly died there, but she'll get her revenge just like that. They pour from every corridor and tunnel. They will burn, feel the searing heat of the God Emperor's righteous hatred. Mission 15 is one of, well, basically sending everything you've got against this fella, as quite frankly, he is, a tough cookie, but, he is killable. And move everyone else up. The second turn, it's 2 flies, I guess, with 1 stone. It doesn't really work, but you know what I mean. As you can open the door with Breath of Bashard and launch your Fragstorm grenade launchers to do some decent damage here. Then you can send Vindictor in. And the layout of these have changed from the last time I did it. But the idea remains the same. Burn the Poxwalkers first. We'll send in Sword by the Godswell, and we'll make sure that these little critters die and heal up Roswither, which we can't do because of the Mischief Makers. We'll walk in and attack, and really we need to get off that hex. This is kind of bad, actually, so let's see if Godswell can survive another turn. Yes. Let's kill the one at the top. And kill the one at the bottom. There is a sound of a tolling bell. A single bong. What in the Emperor's name was that? I think I have an idea. I pray that I am wrong. The bell tolls. And as always, kill Poxwalkers as soon as you see them. And get in a good position for next turn. Now, it's always good to have Isabella open the door. He says. So let's run in and see what damage we can do. And then the next turn, I think we'll be running out and burning all of these. Not sure if she'll kill them all. Excellent. Kind of how we wanted it to be. Fragstorm grenade launcher. Job done. Bong. I will burn the cause of this infernal racket to an ash. You will have your chance. I have no doubt of that, sister. For that, too, is the work of the Death Guard. Bong! Bong! Hark the ringing disharmony of Toxin, the grandfather Nurgle. Listen and weep tears of delectable pus and bile. Bong! Behold beautiful corruption. Gaze upon glorious pestilence. The bell tolls an agonizing dissonance. Well, that's a not great place for us to be in, so let's see what we can actually do. Obviously, as always, let's make sure we kill off everything that we can. And let them have their turn. Now, Crodius can't get to us just yet, and we really do want to kill off all the Nurglings as well, unless we do, they're going to stop us healing. So, yipes, they take a lot more killing than I thought. Let's see if we can kill this one off. Excellent. And move up and do some damage here. Heal up Vindicta. We should be able to finish these Nurglings off like so. Let's throw some Holy Fire on Corodius. And knock him back into the flames. Are we going to kill our own Sword Brother Godswell? I'm sure the Emperor will protect him, which he did.
I am but the Harbinger. You have not yet seen our true magnificence.
It matters not, disgusting traitor. I will see it scoured from the galaxy. You have my blessing, sister. Burn it all. Contagions of Nurgle. The mere presence of the Death Guard on the field of battle spreads weakness, corrosion, and infection among the foe. In such conditions, any wound or battle damage can prove fatal. Even those Death Guard weapons not actively firing ammunition imbued with supernatural diseases or alchemical agents become more lethal as a result. The grotesque mutants known as poxwalkers are created when a cocktail of Nurgle's most repulsive plagues combine. Victims of this malaise find their bodies mutating and decomposing all at once, until eventually their features contract into an awful rictus grin, minds trapped within twisted husks that no longer obey their commands. They stagger forth in packs to spread their lord's gifts.
Oh, what glorious march! They walk the herald of Nurgle.
And they die by the Emperor's hand. So, as always, let's open with Isabella. And we found another Blight Lord Terminator. Okay, maybe we don't open this other door just yet. So let's throw some fire. And let's use the active and normal attack here and carry on attacking. Not quite. And do we want to see what's through door number 2? Maybe we didn't. Move forward and bomb the lot of them. We're going to have to move Isabella in, and she will heal Vindicta, and we'll move up with Roswitha. And these over here are no trouble whatsoever, and neither is this one. The Herald of Nurgle. Nurgle will need a new one before we leave the Space Hulk. Damn this warp-cursed vessel! The path ahead is blocked. We don't have time for this. Calm yourself, sister. We will find a way around. We will not leave without the relics. On this mission, you're going to want your Black Templar at the top and your sisters at the bottom. Put Roswitha into the hatchway and, well, just burn the closest one. Ancient Thoriad can move up. Oh, and the positioning of these enemies does seem to change every single time I've done this. So if they're not in these positions, well, you kind of will get the idea from this mission. Let's move up and heal. Move up and again, attack. And if we kill him, hopefully he'll attack the other one. Excellent. Let's use the active on this fella and the normal attack here. Flames will hopefully finish him off, and we'll move up with Roswitha. Let's carry on. Let's give him a bit of a tap to get rid of that Terminator armor. And if we move here and kill him there, we can move down with Ancient Thoriad, do that. And here, we're in a great position to finish off. Mission 20 is a gear check, really, to make sure that your sisters are in tip-top condition to take on the enemy. So you kill the first lot with Vindicta, the one left with Roswither, and move down with Isabella to open up here. You then have to move across, use Vindicta to burn these two. And unfortunately we can't get to the door, so we're just going to have to sit next to it. So, move forward with Vindicta. We can't reach in, so what we'll do, we'll just move up and attack one. Roswither gets hit, but can run away, bravely retreat, and Vindicta should be able to use her active ability and finish off whoever, if there is anyone left. Move up to the high ground and try and kill these guys. It's never much fun having those poxwalkers free to move around. Move in and try and kill the poxwalker Terminator off. Basically, he has the same sort of skills that Maladus does, so you really don't want him swinging that flail around, causing more and more mayhem. I think we're good like that. Let's make sure we push through to kill that. And we should be able to use both, I was going to say, to kill that one off. Nicely done.
I have failed, Master.
Who have you failed, heretic? Who is your depraved master?
The host. The host. The host of the Destroyer.
What does that mean? Their very words make my mind itch. The monster behind all this?
More uninvited guests. The pox-ridden dead are mine to command. I will add you to my ranks.
And if you've wanted to collect Typhus, this is the mission for you. Quite frankly, you know, it's nice to be able to farm him, even if it is only from time to time. Vindicta's going to move up and use her Cherub, her active ability. Oh, that's frustrating. Let's kill that one off. We can use her other attack over here. Let's see if we can do some horrible things to these Nurglings. Excellent. Let's heal up. Okay, Typhus has got some really bad breath on him. So let's burn, move up. Oh my goodness, and use the Thunderous Assault. And these two should be able to take care of this fella. Move up and heal. We've got 2 turns, so let's send these up this way. Carry on burning and carry on attacking. And let's throw, as he is indeed a Psyker, some holy fire on him.
Enough! My task here is completed. The contagions are combined as Nurgle envisions. I have worlds to plague. You will be mine when the Grandfather wills.
Fight, treacherous coward! Preserve your strength, Vindicta. We still need it to recover the relics. We are close. The Herald of Nurgle, Typhus is a mighty champion and true devotee of Nurgle, marching among his own horde of followers and shambling masses of poxwalkers. He is the host of the Destroyer Hive, a parasitic gift of Nurgle whose swarming horror he can unleash to wreak havoc upon his foes. From his flagship, the Terminus Est, he leads a nomadic fleet upon an endless pilgrimage of pestilence. Typhus does Nurgle's work first and always, and he fights with the rest of his traitor legion only when their goals align with his own. Some amongst the Death Guard even believe that when the Legion first fell into the worship of Nurgle, it was Typhus's doing. I've not actually read the Horus Heresy around how Typhus fell, so I can't give any more insight into that. But if you are interested, there are certainly books out there for you to read. The signal is as strong as ever, but it is corrupted and mangled. We are close to the relics. I pray they are safe. We are. This ship we are in now is Adepta Sororitas. It deserved a better fate than to be a depraved playground for the Death Guard. It is good the Black Templars will put it out of its misery. So I was hoping we could take Vindicta over here, but the Nurglings aren't targetable, so let's see what we can do. If Roswither shoots one, and he can kill the other, we'll step on the hatchway, and okay, we'll just put him here and say you'll go. They'll come towards us. We'll retreat with both and let's light them up. Yeah, that worked out quite nicely indeed. Then all we need to do is burn these two. There'll be one more turn and finish them off. Kill by kill, we cleanse this place. So again, I do like using Isabella to open these doors, as well, quite frankly, it's quite useful to have her near whoever does step in the doorway to, well, do things like that. Now, these two are obviously going to head to the same location. Now, what would be interesting, and I don't know if they've done this later on, is actually have locked doors. So, you know, you're having to go in a certain direction to explore the space hulk properly. Maybe in another event. Obviously, if they did something like that, though, they'd have to make sure that, you know, you had enough turns. Or maybe they'd want you to go through multiple times. We're not going to open the door this time. We at least want to put Ancient Thoriad there. Let's go down here. Got 2 turns, so basically, hopefully, there's only one in there. So we'll charge in. We'll be able to finish him off next turn, but let's give some defense. We'll finish this one off. And hopefully kill this one. Isabella, thank you. And it looks like mission 25 is another stat check to make sure your sisters are at least at the minimum that they're expecting them to be. Let's burn. Not quite finishing them off. And there's no fire because of the corruption. Brilliant. Right, these three are going to suffer the holy wrath of Vindicta's full force. Let's open the door with more Nurglings. Okay. So we've got 3 turns, we need to kill this one. So let's swap around. I'm going to have to go back because we can't heal. And let's throw some fire on him. Now, 2 turns. One turn left. We can't quite get there with Roswither. So hopefully we can go 1 and 2 and win. Vox Static. The corruption of this fell place seeps even into our Vox channels. The final challenge mission is, well, a challenge, as the name suggests. And you are going to need all 5 turns to basically succeed. So don't worry if your first attempt fails. There's a lot of RNG here. We'll move round to use Vindictor's active and normal attack, getting rid of some of those Nurglings. And we're going to try... we haven't got range. We have if we go in. Alright, let's go in. And we'll hope the fire kills them off. Got lucky there. Now, Typhus is a Psyker, so I was hoping to do a little bit more damage than that, but hopefully we'll be able to finish him off with Swordbrother Godswell. We can't heal up Roswither, so we'll just burn over here instead. There's the Resurrect. And we'll make sure everyone's a bit tougher this turn. Let's carry on. Now, he explodes as soon as we kill him, so I probably shouldn't have done that with Roswither that low on health. And we'll target the Poxwalker. And heal up Roswither. And we'll step on the flames. Right, we've got 1 turn left, and we need to kill these 2 and him. But we've got a straight path up to Nauseous, and these 2 should be able to take care of him. And if we move Roswither down to the bottom, along with Isabella, we should be able to roast the top one, and we still have the other 2 to finish off. Plague Companies. The Death Guard by now are a far cry from the army that fought in the Legion Wars. What organisational statutes they do still obey are dictated as much by ritual significance as any genuine strategic or logistical considerations. Nurgle's sacred number is 7, so many squads of Plague Marines enter battle 7 warriors strong for this same reason. Mortarion also maintains 7 Plague Companies in Nurgle's honour. Each of them has its own traditional strategic and tactical emphasis, and, most horrifyingly, a signature plague that seethes through its ranks and spreads to any foe who draws too close. Mission 26 sees the sisters delving further in, and again it's a bit of a check as it means you have to have them leveled up. We're just going to use the normal attack here. And the Nurgling spawning there is quite annoying, I'll be honest, as it means we have to step back and burn more, and then that places this burning hex on here. Let's open up and march forward. Now we can't attack any of these, and we've got 2 turns. So if we step back and just use our normal flame attack, we could go in and attack. Okay. Problem is, Roswither might just die here. Step away, burn. Job done. More Vox static. On, march, more Vox static. So obviously, something is interrupting this. Jaeger, say again. That is a lot of bad guys. So let's lay down some Purifying Flame and back them up with Isabella. And we found a Blight Lord Terminator. So let's send Godswell in and, well, at least do a decent amount of damage. In fact, not enough. Oh, it was enough, because we got a nice crit in there. Problem is, these might be able to get to Isabella and Vindictor, but they survived that onslaught. think now's a good time for Vindicta to use her active ability. And again, whoa. We'll step here. Nothing. That's nice. I like the fact that there's not always something you need to worry about. Let's move up and shoot this one. And heal up. And let's see, we should be safe going forward. Keep those heals coming in. We kill this one off. We should bathe these in holy fire. With one turn left, let's do some more burning. And then Sword Brother Godswell and give a bonk on the head. Brother Jaeger speaking again. More Vox Static. More D. Hulk. Well, we've seen who's at the end of this. It's Mortarion, the Demon Prince. I guess he's trying to warn us. I cannot make out a word. God Emperor, bless us with the gift of your cleansing clarity. We push on. The relics are close. Mission 28 starts us facing 2 Blightlord Terminators. So let's move down and see what's behind door number 1. 2 more, because, 2 aren't enough. And I think this might be a real test to see how much damage that your troops can put out in a short period of time. We might need to let both of these come through. We're not going to do any damage to this guy. Okay, let's get these 2 through the door. So we're going to ignore them. We're going to move up. And try. My goodness, what are these guys made from? And basically kill these guys. So Vindicta gets 1. Let's go down. And get into combat here. So now we've got these 3 all pummeling in to these Blightlord Terminators. And as much as I want to go forward, I think the right thing to do is let it come to us. Because this now allows us to really... How many turns we got? Oh, we've only got this turn. Emperor protects! That was lucky. Brother Jaeger again. More Vox Static. Mort. Mark. On Space Hull. More static. He's trying to warn us. The Black Templars are trying to warn us. That's what I just said. But about what? Nothing we cannot defeat. With this mission, we're bringing in Brother Bershard because he's got his Fragstorm grenade launcher, which can help take care of these Nurglings, as we can't do anything really with Vindicta here. We'll move up. Bershard has got quite a lot of armour, so let's burn. The idea is just to take off that Terminator armour bonus that he has. And we can get to do a decent amount of damage. She'll need to heal herself up. And now we can use the Fragstorm grenade launcher on this Nurgling Swarm here, which does some damage over there, and we should be able to finish that one off with Vindicta. Great stuff. Roswither can shoot, and we'll just move him across as well. Now, obviously, I got lucky there, I think, but I think his attacks would have gone through anyway. So again, move Brother Bashar to reveal the next door. We can't shoot them, so we'll just attack this guy. And we'll move everyone up. And now we can move back, shoot the first one. Vindicta can move up. So we're going to save her active ability. We're just going to flame. That's rather good. Can we get through? No, let's just get closer then. And now we'll use her active, followed by a normal attack, followed by Sword by the Godswill, killing him off. The relics! Here they are, intact! Praise the throne! Thank you, God Emperor. Mortarion! The Demon Primarch is aboard the Space Hulk! Who would have seen that happening? Your false faith burns bright. You have befouled this holy vector of glorious decay with it long enough. I will snuff it out. Your skin will run like pus. Your eyes will pop like boils. Your bones shall rot to mulch. And you shall thank the Grandfather. So here we are up against Mortarion, and it's very important that you kill these Poxwalkers. Well, you don't want to get turned into a Poxwalker yourself. And he's got all the skills and abilities that he does in the Guild Raid. So you really don't want to be parked next to him, because he'll basically kill your characters. But you can do it with these 5, as long as they're properly leveled up. Now, it comes to a point, which is here, that you're going to want to use Roswither's Brazier of Holy Fire. And obviously move Swordbrother Godswill and Ancient Thoriad out of the way so they don't get harmed by Vindicta. And I'm going to pause it here for a second, because if you don't want to see what happens next, it's not a major thing, but some things are sometimes left to experience them for the first time, then just attack with everything from here on in and you'll be fine. So now that everyone's gone, this battle ends sooner than you think. So we'll start by burning Mortarion. And we'll even go in with Isabella, straight in with Roswither. We'll attack with Ancient Thoriad. And finally, Sword Brother Godswill. And he flees. So as I said, it wasn't a big spoiler, but some people might not have wanted to see that happen before they experienced it, because when I first saw that, it was a nice little surprise. My warriors have explosives primed around multiple warp drives. Get out, now. This system is already doomed. Its cardinal worlds are awash with disease. Destroying this Hulk will only hurl debris laced with yet more bountiful corruption into every planet. There is nothing you can do. My holy mission here is over. The Grandfather will do as he sees fit. Sororitas, confirm this message. You have to get out. Now. We found Mortarion. There was nothing we could. You stood against that monster and survived. Truly, your faith is strong. You will need it in the battles to come. Mortarion. Embittered and malevolent beyond the mortal capacity of hate, Mortarion is a supernatural entity of unimaginable malice. Wherever he is summoned forth into real space, he unleashes suffering on an apocalyptic scale. Cloaked and cowled, wreathed in a miasmal decay, and wielding a colossal scythe, he is truly the Death Lord of humanity's deepest fears. Even when being caught in endless loathing and grievance, Mortarion still possesses a strategic wisdom garnered from millennia of warfare, the singular intellect of the Primarch and the supernatural insights of a true Demon Lord. Where Mortarion commands, few beings in the entire galaxy can counter his spitefully brilliant battle plans. Fewer still can battle with the Death Lord in person, and long survive.